Hello and welcome to Take Your Life Back Today show with me, Ralf Friedrichs. This video today, is called 9 Signs of High Functioning Alcoholic. Here are the signs that can help identify these ticking time bombs within alcoholics. I want to give a shout out to Larry Geis from the Geis Academy at 516-485-2741. That's 516-485-2741. Larry Geis is an addiction recovery coach, a life coach. He will help you from your addiction to your recovery, starting today and working into the next day and into the next day, every 24 hours at a time. He will never ever bring up your past, nor would I ever do that, because it is only important what today is and what our goals are for tomorrow. You can go on the internet and find him at www.odysseyconsultant.org. That's www.odysseyconsultant.org. That's Larry Geis from the Geis Academy. Give him a call at 516-485-2741 and tell him that you heard about him on the Take Your Life Back Today show with Ralf Friedrichs. Global Eyeglasses, globaleyeglasses.com, where they are focused on saving you money. They're focused on making you see better. They offer over 1,200 frames, whether metal, plastic, full frames, half frames, no frames. Tons of selections on lenses. They have progressives, they have transitions, photochromatics, polarization. They have coatings like UV coating, tinted lenses. They have anti-reflecting coating. They have lenses that are considered high index, anywhere from 160 to 167 to 174, which are thinner lenses. Globaleyeglasses.com, where they are focused on saving you money. Folks, if you text me at 631-599-0218, I will help you place the order so that you get the proper pick, I should say, of frames and lenses, and you can utilize my 30 years experience in the optometry business. So not only are you part of my audience for Take Your Life Back Today show, but you also become part of the Global Eyeglass family on the show's end of it, due to my optometry experience. So give me a text at 631-599-0218. Global Eyeglasses. They are focused on saving you money. 9 signs of high-functioning alcoholic. Here are the signs that can help in identifying these ticking time bombs. While alcoholism is a devastating disease that can destroy lives, some people who struggle with it manage to hold down stressful jobs and that have big responsibilities. From the outset, these so-called high-functioning alcoholism seem to have it all together. They can drive nice cars, they can live in great neighborhoods and make significant amount of income. However, just because they're high-functioning doesn't mean they're not immune to the effects of alcohol. They are still at risk of hurting themselves and others around them. For example, a pilot nursing a hangover, a surgeon with a shaky hand, or a banker handling large sums of money are high at risk of causing terrible disasters if they stay on their dysfunctional path. Here are some of the signs that can help in identifying these ticking time bombs. And if you are an alcoholic and you haven't yet approached living life with sobriety, ask yourself, are you a ticking time bomb? If you can answer one of these 9 that I'm going to list, you probably are a ticking time bomb. Number 1, they drink instead of eating. I've been there, I've done that. Alcoholics will often replace meals with a few drinks and bloat up from those drinks, lose interest in food altogether, or use mealtime as an excuse to start drinking. Number 2, they can wake up without a hangover even after several drinks. Drinking alcohol regularly over a long period of time can cause the body to become dependent on alcohol. Often, high-functioning alcoholics are able to drink a lot without the same hangover that plagues the occasional drinker. Number 3, not drinking makes them irritable, nervous, or uncomfortable. If an alcoholic is forced to abstain from drinking, his or her body often reacts negatively, as they are dependent on sedative effects of alcohol. Abrupt withdrawal can cause anxiety, nervousness, sweating, a rapid heart rate, and even seizures. Number 4, their behavior patterns change significantly while under the influence of booze. Alcoholics may change significantly when they drink. For instance, a typical mild-mannered person may become aggressive or make impulsive decisions. Number 5, they can't just have 2 drinks. An alcoholic has a problem stopping and may even finish other drinks. Booze will never be left on the table, and there's always an excuse for one more round. And a lot of these alcoholics, even before meeting you to go out somewhere, will have already had a few drinks. Number 6, periods of memory loss or blacking out are common. Many alcoholics will take part in activities that they have no recollection of the following day. They may not seem extremely intoxicated at the time, but they are unable to remember events that took place the previous evening. Number 7, attempts to discuss drinking behavior are met with aggression and denial. When confronted with issues surrounding the alcohol consumption, heavy users typically regress to denial or aggression, making excuses and discussions difficult. Number 8, they always have a good explanation for why they drink. If flat denial or aggression is not chosen mode of avoidance, most alcoholics I should say, will have a seemingly rational explanation for their behavior. Stress at work, problems at home, or abundance of social activities are common reasons to explain their detrimental behaviors. And last but not least, number 9, they hide their alcohol. Many alcoholics will drink alone or sneak drinks from a bottle in the desk or in the car. This type of hidden drinking is a tremendous red flag, and there is no other explanation for this behavior other than alcoholism. Let's keep our society productive, safe, and sober by keeping our eyes open for problematic behavior in order to get these troubled co-workers, family members, friends the help they need. If you or someone you know has a problem with alcohol, call my hotline at 1-844-405-HELP and consult with me. I will direct you to the proper folks. Help is out there. It's just a phone call away. Folks, I'm going to read this because it's important enough to go through it one more time. But 9 signs of high-functioning alcoholics. Here are the signs that can help identify the ticking time bombs that might be living right under your roof. It might even be you. While alcoholism is a devastating disease that can destroy lives, some people who struggle with it manage to hold down stressful jobs and big responsibilities. From the outset, these so-called high-functioning alcoholics seem to have it all together. They can drive nice cars, live in great neighborhoods, and make significant amount of income. However, just because they're high-functioning doesn't mean they're not immune to the effects of alcohol itself. They're still at risk of hurting themselves and others around them. For example, a pilot nursing a hangover, a surgeon with shaky hands, or a banker handling large sums of money are each at risk of causing terrible disasters if they stay on the dysfunctional path. Here are some of the signs that can help identify these ticking time bombs. See how many of these are you. Number 1, they drink instead of eating. I was down that road many times in my life as an alcoholic, where I would rather have drank to fill than eat to fill. They can wake up without a hangover even after several drinks because their immune system, their blood level, has gotten so accustomed to it. Number 3, not drinking makes them irritable, nervous, and uncomfortable. The only time I would start smiling as soon as I had my drink. What about you? Their behavior patterns change significantly while under the influence of booze. Alcoholics may change significantly when they drink. For instance, a typically mild-mannered person may become aggressive or make impulsive decisions. Number 5, they can't have just 2 drinks. A lot of alcoholics, even before, let's say you and I want to meet, and I'm the alcoholic, and we want to meet at a restaurant, I would automatically drink 5-6 drinks even before meeting you, because I'd be too embarrassed to drink that amount in front of you. So in front of you I might only have 3 or 4, and yet you still would think that I drink too much, but you don't even know the truth of it because I already had 5. Periods of memory loss or blackout are common. Many alcoholics will take part of activities that have no recollection of the following day. They may not seem extremely intoxicated at the time. They look fine to you, but they're unable to remember the events from the night before. Number 7, attempts to discuss drinking behavior are met with aggression and denial. Folks, anyone that's out there that is an alcoholic or a drug addict, you will never ever learn to live with your disease until you stop denying you have a problem. Number 8, my cat must be around here. Every time my cat comes around, I get itchy nose. Number 8, they always have a good explanation for why they drink. I don't think there is a good explanation, but they always do. I know I did. If flat denial or aggression is not chosen mode of avoidance, most alcoholics will have a seemingly rational explanation for their behavior. Stress at work, problems at home, or abundance of social activities are common reasons to explain their detrimental behavior. Number 9, they hide their alcohol. I used to hide it in the shed. I used to hide it in the toolbox. Where do you, if you hide your alcohol, hide it? Do you keep it in your desk drawer at work? Is it possibly in your glove compartment or under your seat in your car? Could it be in the bathroom somewhere hidden? Folks, there is no escaping any one of these 9 without seeking help. If you or someone you know has a problem with alcohol, call my hotline at 844-405-HELP and consult with me. I will direct you to the proper channels to have somebody speak to you. But you need to understand this, folks. You really do need to understand this, is that you'll never, ever, ever learn to live with in recovery, learn to live sober if you don't do these 2 things that I'm telling you right now. Listen up. You need to break down that wall of denial. Learn to accept the fact that you have a disease called alcoholism or drug addiction. And you know what? There is no shame in it, because when you admit it, you lift that burden off your shoulders and you learn to live with it through all sorts of different methods. There is your AAs, there's rehabs, treatment. Number 2 is to seek your spiritual advisor. Turn to God. Carrie Underwood sang a song, Jesus Take the Wheel. Let God take the wheel of your life. Obviously it's not working too well with you going alone. Let God take the wheel, and He will make sure that you will learn to live sober, you will learn to live in recovery, and you will start getting things back like financial rewards from all the money you'll be saving from not drinking. You'll get spiritual rewards from having that personal relationship with the Lord Jesus. You will get relationship rewards because your husband, your wife, your father, your mother, your children now see that you are changing. The rewards just keep coming, but always remember, like I always tell you, all changes only happen in very small steps. So you're not going to see the changes the minute you break that wall of denial. You have to give it time and you have to work it. AA says work the program. I am telling you, you have to work sobriety and recovery. There is no easy fix to your disease, just like cancer or any other disease. They all require some sort of treatment, as does alcoholism and drug addiction. Remember, a sober today, I promise you, will make a better tomorrow. And if you don't want your children to end up possibly like you, teach them right from the day 1 of their lives till they leave the house at 18 by leading by example. Don't drink in front of them, don't smoke in front of them, don't use profanity in front of them. And you'll see that they will not copy something they cannot see. You will also see they will copy things that they see going on at home. Folks, I hope no matter where you are watching me right now that you have the best day of your life. But I really hope and I pray all the time for everyone out there to have a sober rest of your life, and may God bless.